Moving on, because we do have more concerns growing over lone wolf attacks right here at home. The online lending industry's fast and easy process is drawing scrutiny after the San Bernardino attackers used an online lender to finance their operations that killed 14 people last month. And joining us now from Los Angeles is Avant CEO Al Goldstein. Al, good morning, and thank you for joining us. So the fears of the fears of a lone wolf attack in this country are prevalent. We see it show up in the polling. The American people do feel like, a majority of them do feel like there is an attack coming. So what can we do at this point to prevent one?
Well, and again, thank you for having me on, Sandra. Clearly, the San Bernardino situation was a horrible one and not something any of us want repeated. And at Avant, our aim is to use the best-in-class technology and analytics supplemented with world-class in-house servicing to make sure that nothing like that ever happens. And while we had no involvement in the prior situation, the key for us is to collect as much data and information available and really use a three-pronged approach to validate not only credit but identity, source, and use of funds to make sure that any of our borrowers really use the money for the intended purpose. Should
the government be more engaged, Al, with private business in this fight?
Well, what I would say is that the online loan industry is a little bit misunderstood in that we're incredibly heavily regulated. At Avant, we're a 3-year-old company that has about 900 employees, 50 plus of which are dedicated specifically to regulatory compliance, and another 50 of which are dedicated to analytics and making sure that we are offering credit to consumers that are able to pay those loans back, that are using them appropriately. And we check every government database that is available, and unfortunately in this situation I don't know if the individual was in any government database.
So it's a great point, John, because everybody's asking, should there have been something else in place, or could there have been more done to have prevent that? And can companies like Avant or other private companies, can they do more?
Well, I don't see why the rules for an online lender should be any different from the rules for a brick-and-mortar lender. But what I'm interested in is where are you seeing consumer lending trends right now? Where are you seeing people put their money? What do they want to borrow for?
Well, at Avant, our focus is really providing better products and services to middle-class consumers around the world, and those consumers have really been left without advancement and innovation. And Avant is a 3-year-old company. We've raised nearly $2 billion of debt and equity capital and originated over 400,000 loans for over $2.5 billion of volume in the last 3 years. And really what we're doing is creating a unique and improved customer experience that's similar to what consumers are getting used to with Uber, Lyft, and Airbnb. And the use of credit is really pretty diverse. It's a better source of capital than the traditional borrowing on credit cards, and really just growing and funding life expenses.
All right, well, congrats to you. Avant, Chicago's most funded startup last year, and you've just secured another $400 million financing agreement. Sounds like things are off to a good start for you. Al Goldstein, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
All right.